Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is Hillbilly Crime. One of the things that I like to do is read the Speak Your Peace articles that come out in our Mountain Eagle newspaper. And so I'm going to read some of those, and then I'm going to tell you about the city council meeting that we're going to have tonight in Jenkins, about the dog incident that happened out here in front of my house on Halloween night. All right, so let's get to Speak Your Peace. The other day on Highway 7, I was riding around on my four wheeler and I saw a big forestry truck pass me right on by. One of those little fire trucks. They run around all the time this time of year, what they call fall forestry fire seasons. But there are no fires burning whatsoever. All they do is run up and down the road, and we taxpayers pay their gas and their food when they don't do their job half of the time. To a person referring to Trump as an R word, let me tell you something. You're a tree hugging Democrat. You tree huggers go out and all you care about is the forests. You tree huggers think you own the world, and you don't. You're the ones that are the R words. Lying Democrats lie like dogs. Well, I keep seeing James Comer's ad saying he's fighting against high drug prices. Yet I don't understand how this can be true when every single Republican in Washington votes against capping the price of insulin. If you're fighting the price of rugs, James Comer, why didn't you take advantage of this opportunity to accomplish solving something you perceive as a problem? I don't understand why diabetics keep voting for people who would rather see them pass away than to hold big pharma accountable. Big pharma accountable. Pay attention. Don't get in the 7-year marriage supper with the devil. That's not Jesus having the 7-year marriage supper. That's the devil. Jesus has his marriage supper at the second coming, the end, the last day. Don't be deceived. Just like the news said, the Letcher County Jail is a brothel. My family attended a lot of Halloween attractions in Letcher County and surrounding counties. All of them were fair, but the one that stands out every year as the best is Mountain Mayhem. If you haven't gone, you need to go. This is its 5th year, I think, and it's even better. There was something in the swamp that looked like a witch that really scared us, and some big woman dressed in purple and feathers that was fabulous. And the girl that does the screaming is great. I tell you, that nun has been there every year we've been, and she scares us every year. If they ever make a movie about a nun, they need to put this one in as her long lost sister. The whole thing was great, and the outside was decorated beautifully, scary, and lovely. About those recently mentioned tax cuts, our former president promised if he was just voted into power. Well, of course, they would only go to a few billionaires and powerful corporations and would be paid for by us lowly taxpayers. How? By taking away our Medicaid. Letcher County is one of the most beautiful places in this country. That being said, what in the hayfield is that trash down by the river in Whitco? Who is the magistrate for that area? Somebody needs to clean that mess up. If you like to drag race, come to Jenkins. You might line up at the fire station and race to the Union Hall. There seems to be a race every hour. The everyday citizen must pray for their safety. If the cars are not drag racing, the large trucks are with the gravel and no tarp. They are breaking the sound barrier. The everyday citizens must pray for their safety if they are coming out of Cove Avenue, Cavalier Drive, Brick Street, or Wright Circle. You never come out slowly, but put the pedal to the metal. Homelessness is becoming a problem in Jenkins. The mayor and city council must act to control this. A recent Supreme Court decision would allow the city to pass an ordinance on this problem. Has the city council had any thoughts on solving this problem? Don't sit at the city council meeting without any thought to the many problems in Jenkins. Be proactive. Do something. The people who elected you expect action instead of silence. Instead of a big stock chicken, it looks like you're eating a pigeon. It's all crust and there's no meat. None. This is my last time eating here. To a man who works at a certain restaurant, I need you to stay away from my man. He has 7 kids, and I cannot do it without him. That's kind of scary. Let's see. I lost my place. Give me just a second. There we are. Make sure you check your change at a certain Mexican restaurant. I was in there Saturday night and was shorted $5. I returned to get my correct change, and before I could even tell them how much I shorted, the cashier opened the drawer and handed me my $5 bill. The stock market is up over 32% in the last year. President Biden has been great for my retirement account. To all the rug reelers, as we enter this Christmas season, I hope you're satisfied taking money from families that need money for their children, food, clothes, and utility bills, while you are also destroying their lives, their marriages, their family life, because your rug reeling ways. Instead of taking money from these people that are addicted, you could steer them in the right direction to get the help they need. If they were lying on the floor, on the ground, or in the gutter, you would just kick them and walk on by. You wouldn't even give them a helping hand if they were over ODing and dying from it because of your business selling rugs to people. You're taking advantage of them and destroying everything in sight. You're all just a bunch of red stuff sucking vultures. And God knows what's going on. It appears to me that if we vote yes to Amendment 1 and it passes, our state will be a safer and better place to live. The following is a partial list of what it contains. No person who is not a citizen of the United States shall be allowed to vote in this state. Persons convicted in any court of competent jurisdiction of treason or felony or bribery in an election, or of such high misdemeanor as the General Assembly may declare shall operate an exclusion from the right of suffrage. But persons hereby excluded may be restored to their civil rights by executive pardon. Persons who, at the time of their election, are in confinement under the judgment of a court for some penal offense. Idiots and insane persons. So, from what I can understand, the best part of this amendment that will be good for our state is part 3. And it seems to me that no Democrats would ever be able to vote in the state of Kentucky. Read number 3 again and see if you don't think I'm right, that Democrats fall into this category. Number 3, idiots and insane persons. When our military generals warn us about Trump's danger to our country, we should listen. The generals say that Trump is not fit to lead our country. Do not vote for Trump. Think for 1 minute of your miserable life. Think, do you want your children to be exactly like you when they grow up? Is that what you want? Be the person now that you want your children to be when they grow up. All right, y'all. That's all of last week's Speak Your Piece. I'm going to tell you about the city council meeting that is going to be this evening. So my one neighbor, pew-pewed my other neighbor's dog out here on a city street. And shocker, the mayor allegedly sent the policeman on 3 weeks vacation and told him to take his webcam or his cop cam, body cam with him. So I don't know how legal that is, but it happened. And so tonight we are going to all be at the city council meeting, and I'm going to record how the meeting goes, and we're going to see what answers our mayor has about the job of our policemen. He apparently took him to jail for a failure to appear, which had nothing to do with the dog situation, and then sat outside the jail in Whitesburg until he came out, which apparently was just a few minutes. I don't think he was even booked in the jail. And so the cops sat outside and waited for him to come out and gave him a ride home. Ain't that nice of him? So we're excited to see how this meeting tonight goes. And anybody in Jenkins or in Letcher County, if anybody's interested in coming and seeing how the city council meeting goes, we'd sure appreciate all the support. All right, y'all. You have a great rest of your day. Bye.